right spot. Okay, now that our cord is ran, all our ferrules are fully seated. We come down along the normal actuation. We'll double check our shifting pod to make sure we're all the way down in the lowest gear so that there's no slack in the system. Follow the same path. We'll wrap the cord be 180 degrees. You know, if I want to, I can pull it this way. Might be able to get a better angle on the pull. And sometimes I keep the chain in the third ring. It kind of drops the pulley right into the right spot to where I like it. And then I can just go ahead and cinch the cord down. You don't have to crimp down all the way right in the beginning. You can kind of just make it snug so that you can make any adjustments that you need. Now I'm going to go ahead, shift it should drop down. Go ahead and shift through the gears. Looks like I got some slack that created maybe from the ferrule seated. So I go ahead and I'll shift it up into the third chain ring again. Then I'll downshift it all the way. Now maybe the slack that was in the system is probably due to the ferrule seating. So I now have a little bit of looseness cables. So I'll go ahead and I'll loosen this up. And I'll go ahead and pull the cord tighter. Pinch it up. Don't have to be completely snug in the beginning, just want to go through all the shifters. Looks like I'm getting all the shifting. So then I go ahead and break that. Now I'm comfortable where the cord is, so I'll go ahead and pinch it down up the rest of the way. You want to pretty much pinch the cords down as hard as steel cable or a little bit more because there's about 6,000, 5,000 fibers in here and we want to cut them all off. Make sure we're pinching against them all. So I like to tuck the cord back in here to make it nice and neat, and then I can come with an X-Acto blade. Okay, you know, sometimes in order for us to get good shifting, we need to make sure that our chain and everything is well lubed as well. And right now, this chain on this bike is nice and dry. So we'll use some Rock and Roll Extreme lubrication, which is really good for mountain bikes. It's a combination luber, deionizer, and cleaner all in one. Probably some of the best lube in the world. But what I'll do is I'll just pedal backwards and generously spray it on. Get a whole bunch on there. And this one's kind of dry, so I'm going to really spray it on good and get lots on there. And then I'll also shift through the gears and get it up on some of the higher gears as well to get some nice lubrication on them all. Go ahead and shift to the other gears. Yep, keep going. We'll get some lubrication on each of the sprockets right there in the middle there. Good, good. Now that we got a bunch on there, okay, shift it, yeah, go down. Okay, generally the hardest gears to hit they're going to be able to adjust are going to be between your 8, 7, and 6 sprocket ones. What I'll do is I'll line up my pulley to make sure that the chain is in a nice position when it's in those. and then I can just shift it all the way through. And sometimes you're going to nail it right on, and other times you might have to go to adjust it, but we nailed it right the first time. So I'll go ahead and just tuck this little extra boot piece on, and rear derailleur is done and ready to go riding. Should stay adjusted. You might need to adjust it a little bit after one ride or 2 rides, and then after that the cord should be set for a good 2 or 3 years. Time to go ride. We'll put the front derailleur on and then we'll go riding.